What's up, all? Welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a while since I made any bike content. It's just because I've been working tirelessly on this trailer, but the trailer is done. There's probably some little things that I'll probably add and or take away. I don't know yet, but here's a quick video, sneak preview of it now. So I will make a video which kind of maps out everything that's going on with the trailer in its full reveal. I still have, like I said, one major thing that's supposed to happen this upcoming week, which that's my decals, which will be added to the trailer on the outside, the exterior. But at any rate, okay, so what am I working on now? Well, because the turbo bike has been sitting and the trailer is pretty much done, I haven't done the picked up the S1000 yet because that's a whole nother deal, but I'll just go over the turbo bike and where it currently sits. So this is the turbo bike, and a lot of people, you know, what does it take to build what I consider this to be a $60,000 to $100,000 build of a turbo bike? Very expensive. So I guess front to back real quick. Obviously you see the wheels, the rotors. I think I mentioned this in previous videos, but now it's crazy because, you know, I got my boost compensated clutch on, which that's going to come back off because I think I'm gonna do something else internal. I think I'm gonna get a stronger clutch basket, inner and outer basket for it. So that's just kind of there just because I wanted to feel like I was doing something. Obviously the Vortex rear sets, that sort of thing. Carbon wheels, Drag Max tire. I'm having some issues with this rear because, again, the race tail that I have doesn't mock up very well to this tail. So I reached out to Tiger Racing and I'm trying to see if somehow I can either send this subframe off and let them build a custom undertail for it, or I can just maybe go with the same old JL design. But JL design has been, I have no idea. Like, I don't know what they got going on, but they're not answering, and there was a lot of drama online. So I had these lightweight Macintosh lowering links, but the bike sat way too low. So I went and got the Brox ones. Hopefully it's strong enough to hold power. And then of course I have the Penske shock. This actually was an older shock, but I ended up sending it in and getting everything revalved for what this bike is supposed to be. So everything was changed. It looks brand new. You see the remote. Didn't get the remote upgraded just because the remote was like $500 by itself, and I was like, no, I don't care, you know. So one thing I wanted to add though is like sidewinders and these turbo headers. I don't know why Suzuki did what they did, like with trying to get the bolts in. Like with a conventional exhaust is okay, but like with a sidewinder or a turbo header, it's kind of difficult because the bolts under here is hard to reach. But what I did was I used regular bolts here. I mean, they're titanium, but they're regular bolts to me anyways. And then under here, I went and spent the money on bolts that I can use a tool for to kind of snug those in. So I don't know if you can see it, but that's that. Okay. The front end has been changed a little bit, or a lot of bit. And this bike is set to, you know, it'll be on Holley EFI. Now, I was gonna go Max ECU or Motec, but you know, Lee Thomason, he's very, very good at Holley, so that's what I'm going with. Outside of that, I am, having some issues because this brake caliper doesn't want to fit in this space. I don't know why. It's probably the swing arm. This is a very, very expensive hardcore swing arm. And randomly, I have a nick here. I went and bought a Gen 3 because I'm gonna put Gen 3 bodywork on this, and I don't know what this got going on. But I took the bolts out. I'm probably gonna take everything apart and get this repowder coated or buy another one. It just depends on if I feel like doing it or not. Outside of that, the massive turbo, all of my turbo stuff, even though you can barely see it, is all, it looks like a mess, but it's really not. But my turbo stuff is right here. The plenum, the ultra plenum that's been modified by Monster Turbos to accept more air. All types of stuff is going on. So at any rate, that is the update for the turbo bike. I'm still working on it. I'm hoping that it'll be ready by next season. And I can only get it to a certain point, and then of course I'm gonna have to turn it in. So I guess my next task would be messing with the chain. And for the chain, I went with a ZVX3 versus the typical 3D chain, just because the ZVX3 has the strongest tensile strength, and it is a 530 pitch chain. I just don't believe in the 520 stuff on powerful bikes, but at any rate, still working on it, and hopefully this build doesn't turn into what my other build is, because I'm still waiting on that, but it's all good. 2026, right? We'll see. Got to make it happen. So that in essence is the turbo bike. I'm not going to get into the details of the motor. The motor is not stock at all, so I'll just say that. And hopefully, this will be able to hang with H2s or other turbo bikes. So I think of this as somewhat of a grudge turbo bike, kind of, for the streets. I don't know. Anyways, and I have massive amounts of titanium, but do you need titanium for a turbo bike? Not really. So that's that. And thanks for watching. I had to make a video to show you all that I am getting back to the bikes finally. So just got to get past an event or two, and then a couple of track days, and then I can really focus. And it's perfect because it's raining. Thanks for watching. Peace.